So yeah, the flu sucks. What the heck? That's my mouth is wet. Uh, so yeah, the flu sucks. And even though uh, I'm gonna stick by my still deal because I didn't take the flu vaccine, but they're saying it was only 30% effective anyway. And I just don't like taking medicines for no reason. That's all there is to it. So I'm taking, or I got the flu, which just means I gotta stay away from everybody for a few days. I hope. I know some people get really, really sick, but I'm hoping that I'm not in the. I ain't that old. You know what I mean? But there is the whole factor of like not having much sleep ever. Although I got a lot of sleep today. Just talking about sleep makes me sleepy. So anyway, I'm gonna fight this crap. And I want you to know that I'm not letting this stop me from doing what I gotta do. So yesterday I set up my business account, my bank account, and uh, it handled restarting or stopping my trial because I had gone way overboard. So like I started thinking, okay, I'll have a store with phone stuff, express phone shop, right? And which is not nearly niche enough when I think about it, but even so, good looking site, push the ads, maybe you get something. But here was the problem. I got connected to that Oberlo, and then that thing, Oberlo, AliExpress, it's all the same. I mean, that's a interface with AliExpress, but anyway. Um, the thing of it is, like at a buffet or something, my eyes just got way bigger than my stomach. That's an old saying my mother used to tell me when I was a kid. When you just get so much food because you think, oh, I'm gonna eat this and eat that and eat that and eat this, there ain't no way you can eat all that. And that's what I did. I got 150 items in my store, which made it such a cluster and such a challenge that it was literally setting me up for failure because my 2 weeks trial was up and I was still trying to, with only a little bit of time each day, I was still fixing product names because the way that they do their stuff on their end, is, and it kind of makes sense because they want people to find their stuff, right? So if there's a phone case, or let's not say a case because a case is specific to a certain phone, right? But say you wanted to get, I don't know, a tripod or anything that's like universal with pop sockets and that kind of stuff. It'll say Android, iPhone 8, iPhone 10, hold the socket, tripod, professional looking, personal, and it's like a paragraph for the item. And you can see the item and you go, yeah, I want that, and you click it and you pull it over. But then the store has that title. So now somebody looking at your site is going to be like, what the hell's wrong with this dude or whoever put this together, because they obviously don't speak English and it's just messy, nasty looking. A paragraph link for the description for something that's super, super simple could kind of scare people away. You know, that's my thought anyway. I mean, I would just be like, I'm not messing with this. So I restarted the whole trial. I just chatted them up and said, look, can I, cancel my plan before they charge me? And, is there any way to restart the trial? And they were like, yeah, start the trial, because of course it makes sense. They want you to start the trial because part of the trial is having a plan. Even though we don't charge you, you got to have a plan. So, and that's fine. I mean, they got to make their money. Oh. So anyway, I did do the thing with the bank account, so I'm all set there. And I've been thinking much more in the niche world. So I'm thinking like cat toys and items, because my wife has had the TV on in there. Even though she's a wonderful soul, she was downstairs getting some stuff done because she didn't want to be around me breathing on her. So I woke up and the TV was on, and it was those crazy animal channels that she always watches, and there's a couple of different vets that she watches. And anyway, this had this woman on there, and I just thought, man, that's the truth. People do love their pets, and if you get that niche-y thing down. So I think I'm going to do something with cat stuff and try and... Now, I think I'm figuring out stuff because... Alright, so I had to spend money to get here, right? Like, I had to, to get a license and a tax number and all that stuff was $160. Because people like saying this, like, no money down, but it is down because first you gotta get that license, and that's here in Kansas, but then you get the federal number. But without that stuff, you can't sell because you got to be a business, So that's where I'm at there. I'm also trying... I'm wrapping my head around so much stuff, and I almost want to just quit my job and go on the offense, like they say. Just hit it hard with the social marketing stuff, because there are definitely businesses and things that are out there that need, the connection to the people, and TV commercials and radio commercials ain't gonna do it because of the whole cost and scale and all that stuff. And if I can be better, if I can be better suited to doing something, where my energies are not, I'm getting drowsy, but where my energies are not being pulled into 100 different directions, or stretching my body so thin that I'm sick. I don't know. People get sick, so it ain't my fault for working. But the reality of it is that if you're taking better care of yourself, you can handle that stuff better or whatever. So yeah, I am still making progress. I still can't get these damn videos up. I got 2 videos that failed. I've been doing every day, and the uploads keep failing, and then they get popped in later, so I've been putting the dates on them so that they can be seen in some sort of sequential order if I ever want to document the process of how I became a world famous, what do they call them people? they call them people, the givers. That's not entrepreneur. Uh, man, the people who give money to people and do stuff for people, foundations and all that stuff. Because I really, 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 I've been seeing this micro center, this oasis center, whatever you want to call it, in my head more and more clearly. I mean, I see a space where artists can teach and do their art. Parents can bring in their small children just to kind of explore the world and see things in their neighborhood, in their environment, so that it becomes. Because my concern, like I love the 30 million word project where we're talking about trying to get parents to talk to their kids and to really help them develop their brains at such an early age, like 3 or 4 years old, and needing to have like interactions with your child and talking to them about stuff, and a mother who is a single mother who maybe is even young. I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the ones who I want to help, right? The single mother who she doesn't even know all that much because her life has been consumed with trying to stay afloat. And the concepts and the things that we in the suburbs teach our kids without even teaching them. You know, they observe so much and they have understandings and concepts down. And, I remember, I remember when one of my sons he must have been 4, maybe 5. I don't think he had started kindergarten yet. And we were talking to him about something, me and my wife. And I'll never forget, because he said something like, ironically, that's how you are, or something like that. Like, just, whoa, this is a 4-year-old, maybe 5. But you know what I'm saying? That's something he just picked up from being around. Now, obviously, my wife and I talk and we use those kinds of words and we talk, and so they observe and absorb that stuff. But a mother who doesn't have the vocabulary, who doesn't have the conceptual building blocks for her own success, in order to assist her in actually providing for her children, a better life, and that, not say we need to take your children from you and take them over here to this place and then they will be better because you can't do it. But to say, here's a space, and if you want, you bring your kid in here and expose them to artists and, like I said, getting with people here in the suburbs and having people take their families, not like I'm going over after work. Hey, honey, I'm going after work to do my little time in the ghetto, and I'm going to go over here and teach some little kid how to do their homework. No, take your kid and go over there and do their homework, and then let that other little kid sit there and get that information, like just sitting there. And I don't know how you do it. I just, I want to recreate a living room that's available for people to expand their base, so that as we continue moving into all the technological wonderies of the world, that we don't leave a whole group behind, like socioeconomic group, racial group, ethnic groups. I mean, we've got to get, I just think that would help. And I don't know. I'm just a guy with an idea, and I keep pushing on it. So I'm gonna make this store. I'm gonna make the money. I'm gonna fund the house. I'm gonna do all of that stuff. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm gonna do it and make an impact on my city and my planet. First, I gotta get out of bed. So I'll be in the bed with my little mask and get some sleep. And I do got my computer over there, so I can start doing a little bit. Because that's my thing, is I'm not going to stop. If you don't stop, you look up and you go, oh, well, I guess I didn't think I'd got that far, and here I am. I got much further than I thought. That's how that works. If you're sitting, you ain't moving. So keep moving. Michael T. Justice, out.